Okay, for today's project, we have to make motor mounts. And the motor mounts are gonna be for that big dump truck, the Cummins. And what do you got here? Let's see. So you get a steel sleeve, flip it toward you. And on the bottom, you got a big puck. And what's supposed to happen, there's supposed to be another puck that goes on top and squishes it. Well, these are wore out. So we ordered from, Universal Urethane Products, a 4-foot log, a 4-inch with an 80 durometer, which is, I thought was gonna be harder than what it is. This stuff's actually kind of gummy. It's on the verge of not being able to be machined. If you don't get good enough bite, it just pushes in, smushes it, doesn't really cut it. It kind of grinds away at it slowly. But if you get a good cut, what it does, it cuts in and then folds the lip over until it destroys itself and comes off like, shrapnel from a tire. So what I'm doing here, or what I had to do first, was chuck it up, drill a hole through it, just small enough and just big enough to press. Wait, do you know where the little gold spacer is? The other one I told you not to lose? Look at that, my man. So just small enough to where this gets pressed in onto the puck. So once it was pressed into the puck, now I can grab it, sandwich it between bolts on a center, and be able to turn both sides. So what I need, I've got the OD turned here to the right size. I could clean it up a little bit. It's this rough texture. But I need to get this down to something like that. And that's gonna be bigger than the hole in this cast metal bracket. So what we should have to do is take the center sleeve out, press this end through the metal bracket, and then press the sleeve into it. And that just kind of locks, binds everything into place. And then once that's done, I'm just gonna machine another cup that'll fit over this to the diameter of this. So I'll have to get in, do some ID turning, just to get a nice kind of slip press fit over that, get it all clamped together. And that's one. I've got to do 2 of these. So I'm going to try to set you up so you can kind of see what kind of action we got. This is a mess. This is why I don't typically take a whole lot of video. It's just trying to get everything set up sucks. Let's see. I just got a piece of high-speed steel on here. But yeah, here we go. See how much further I have to go, really. Oh, at least another, I want to say 7/16. So if I just bump it just in a little bit, this is what happens. It just kind of grinds it. But if I sit here, it still grinds. It means it's just pushing the rubber in, and then, eventually it's cutting. It's not good. So I'll do that once we get close to the size we need to be. For now, I'll be kind of aggressive to start and let it fold over. Starting to fold. Probably didn't take a big enough cut. See, now it's just getting pissed off, but it is folded. It just takes the whole thing off like a rubber band. Until we get close to the end, shut it off. And then just peel some of this foreskin back. And then we're gonna hit again. Once it gets the inside lip, it should cut. It has been anyway. There we
So you want me to clean this piece off?
go. No, so the metal bracket, make sure.
Oh, the inside of that hole.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you can use a wire brush on a drill, one of those, whatever you gotta do to get it all happy. Okay, so, yeah, that's how this is going. And actually, while we're here, I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna take a better measurement of the ID of that bracket. We'll be back. Okay, so figured out what size I need. Get you a little bit better setup over this. Try to anyway. And yeah, I'm sure there's a better way to cut the tool to do this, or to angle the tool, or different tool to use. I am not a machinist. I do what I can with this. And yes, I realize how dangerous this could be, all this stuff flopping, you know. I get it. None of this is lost on me. It's taking like a 1/8 inch slice right there. Come on, roll it. Damn it, there it goes. Starting to roll. Machining rubber bands. And this stuff, it is real rubbery. I expected it to be a little tougher than what it is. So I got that big unit ready to roll. Like, I did not expect this stuff to be this stretchy, this kind of rubbery consistency. I thought it'd be a lot harder, but when we spoke to the people at Universal Products, told them, you know, we're trying to support 3,000 pound engine with 2 of these units. You know, kind of gave them the size, roughly what everything was going to be. They said, this is what you want. You know, it's probably going to be great for engine vibration dampening. It feels like it's rubbery. Feels more rubbery than plastically, I would say, from, you know, a lot of polyurethane will kind of feel hard, like you can scratch it with a knife. This stuff, you can't scratch it with a knife. When I took it out of the package, I didn't think it was going to work, honestly. Seems to be doing all right though. I'll square this edge up a little bit. Alright. Not much more to go, really. Almost like not going to be a thick enough cut to pull it over. I think I should probably start sneaking up on it now. I'll probably turn this up a little bit, maybe spin a little bit faster. This is working so far, albeit slow. I don't want to scrap this yet, so it's going to go slow. Hand is right next to the base the camera's on is right next to this handle. Kind of want to leave a nice radius inside corner there. You can see I'm not moving it, just stuff's so soft it compresses before it cuts. I've tried a couple different cutters and cutting profiles on this. I'm going to switch to the other one here in just a minute. Try to get some of that rounded profile inside. Yeah, there's maybe 3/16 left. I keep sneaking up on it. But the other cutter I have, if you rake it, if your travel speed is fast, I mean, it shears it right off. It's a slightly better finish. It skips it. So it doesn't need an even finish, if that makes any sense. Running, I'll go slowly, let it eat it up. So I thought lube would help because I needed lube to cut this section off of the Sawzall from the log. And without lube, it just got so hot that it turned gummy and was grabbing the blade. It was an absolute mess. And I thought it'd do the same here. So I started with lube, but it didn't help at all. Here, watch. I mean, I think it makes it a little worse. Helps it, skip rather than cut. That's it right there. And it gets a little, yep, that's it. So that's what we want. I need to measure the back side of this, come in with a little cutoff tool, kind of ground out of an old junk file, get in there and part it off where we need it. And then pull the sleeve out, cut the sleeve to size. The sleeve is going to end up being maybe an 1/8 inch shorter than this entire length when it's cut to fit, to where when it's washered up on top and bottom and clamps, it'll clamp down until it grabs the metal sleeve inside. But with that, you'll get some squish out of it. That's the plan. So we'll be back. Well, there it is. Had to, open up a couple washers just to get to the right thicknesses here, so it wasn't cutting into them. But these are not going to be on the truck. The top one will, the bottom one won't. The bottom one actually goes onto the flat frame, and then a washer goes on from underneath the cross member. So the top is the only one I'm actually going to use. I'll cut this one down to fit the other side, but that's one. And that should be good. That, again, it's replacing these old worn out things. And, I made them how come I can't? Oh, because my camera's on this side. So they are a little bit thicker. I imagine these are, you can see they've been compressed a little bit, so I made them just a little bit thicker. And this top piece, it is machined bigger to where it sleeves over this piece that sticks up and protrudes through here. So I'll get it off and give you another picture of it. Okay, so there it is. We've got the sleeve just inside to where you got some squish here. It does protrude up through here. This piece is the inner shoulder to this rubber. This slides over it. I know it's not concentric. It's because the back of this side I needed to get in there. But that'll go over the top. Everything sandwiches back. And as the previous video. And that's it. Just need to run it back, make one more.